I actually struggled with wanting to share this with you all because I didn't feel like it was worth sharing. But then I thought about it a little bit more and everything that is going on in our world today. And I was like, you know what? Let me share what happened to me because it was rather scary. And I hate this to happen to anyone at all. Now, a little bit of context, I am a runner. I love my morning runs. I'm always out running long distances, really fast paces. I thoroughly enjoy it. And I've never been attacked by anyone, never really had any issues. I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy, outrageous stuff from certain people doing sketchy things like DRUG, and from that to young kids having coitus in the bushes or under a bridge. I've seen fights break out, not towards me, but towards each other. And then it's basically just ended and they've gotten in their car and taken off. And I've seen young people with full on drunk off their heads. And, I've just left it most of the time. And the ones that, because where I normally would run, there is a homeless shelter not too far away from that. And the route that I go, it's along the coastline most of the time. And so you wouldn't expect there to be any crime at all. You think it'd be relatively quiet, right? So I didn't expect that this Sunday would change everything. It was like the weekend of Labor Day. So not this past Sunday, but the one prior. And the long weekend known as Labor Day in Queensland, no one really works on Monday per se, like the major shops. You got small cafes and things like that that's still open, and other jobs that are still operating. Now, Sunday I do run clubs, so I go to do pre-Ks, I'll do a workout beforehand. And the week prior to Labor Day, so some strange things were occurring, right? So I saw one car at the roundabout heading towards the workout park that I normally go to of a morning. There was a car that was completely totaled at the roundabout. So I saw that. And this is at like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And I've gone, okay, well, that's a bit interesting. What's happened with that? The police already put a sticker on it to say that they were aware of the car being there. And then I go to the street where the workout park is, and I see a car that completely totaled itself. It had hit a pole, and there was a cop car next to that car that had completely totaled itself. And the cop was doing obviously some notes to try and find out what happened. Now, I ended up asking the cop when I left what ended up happening. And the cop told me, he goes, oh, some bastard decided to crash the car and he took off. We don't know where he is. Now, that probably meant that the car was stolen. Some lunatic person that usually young people, crime. You don't expect that kind of stuff to be in your area. My area is a relatively quiet, peaceful area to some extent, but we've got obviously housing commission not too far. They've like put a lot of housing commission in my area of late. So it's all changed. And you're starting to get a lot of degenerates coming from not just Brisbane, Caboolture, Logan. Those two areas are known as the drug capital of Queensland. And it's also known as crime central. And you can basically get on the highway and drive all the way up to my area. And that's that basically. And loads of people always travel from Brisbane up to Maroochydore. And there's like a street known as Ocean Street, and things go on Ocean Street that could probably make you guys blush, to be honest. And anyway, so the park that I normally start at, we're getting to the Labor Day Sunday that this actually took place for me. I went for my workout. It was eerily quiet. Like there was no one really out and about. And usually that time of the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, there's a couple of cars that I'll see. But that morning, there was no one on the roads. Absolutely no one. It was pitch black. It just had a very eerie feeling. I did my workout and then I drive to the park where I normally start my workout. And this park is not too far away from Ocean Street. So usually loads of the people that have had a party or, gotten blind drunk, they will trickle down to this park. And I'll have conversations with a couple of the stragglers sometimes, depending on who is there. But they normally they leave me alone. They're like, what are you doing? And I tell them that I'm going for a run and they don't mess with me at all. Like they're just laughing and high-fiving me and things like that. So this particular Sunday, no one was there at all. Didn't see anyone, especially like driving to the park. I'm going, this is very strange. No one's on the road. I didn't see anyone running. And I've just gone, okay, well, I'm going to do my thing. I start my stretching and come 5 o'clock, I begin my run. Now, as I'm getting close to about a K into my run, I head towards like this main road section, right? And that's when I see a car just up ahead and all like 6 men. It happens so damn quickly. 6 men all pile out of the car and they start bashing or trying to bash one dude. And I'm going, okay, I'm not going to run straight through this because they could quite easily turn on me and that's it for me. And so I've decided at that instance to cross over to the other side of the road to try and avoid this confrontation that is going on. And anyway, I've gotten past where the car is and 2 guys from the group of 6 men, they see me and I've gone, okay, just keep on running, Jay. Don't worry about him. Just ignore him because no one really messes with me anyway. 2 of these guys start running after me. They start sprinting towards me. And keep in mind, I'm doing a pretty fast pace at this point. I'm probably doing a 350, 355 pace. So I'm doing a pretty decent speed. And anyway, these 2 guys get really close to me. One of the guys, he was black. The other guy was white and he had a hood on. The black guy gets really, really close to me, like an arm's length away from me. And I lock eyes with him and I go, the fuck you doing? And he goes, I want to kill you. And then I just go, adrenaline kicks in and I go, fuck off, essentially. And I take off. Like the adrenaline just took over. When I locked eyes with him and when he said that he wanted to kill me, I kid you not, it was like looking into the eyes of a demon. It was scary as hell. And that's another reason why I was going, no way am I going to try and stop and fight these guys because I know exactly what they wanted to do. I didn't know if they had a weapon on them at all. And no way was I going to try and attempt to help this guy that was being attempted to be bashed by the other men because he could quite easily turn on me too, for all I know. Could have been a trap. That's what they do up here nowadays as well. So I have just taken off at lightning speed. I think I hit about a 250 speed, which I can actually maintain quite well for about 3 to 4 kilometers if I need to. And boy, did I need to do that. So I've taken off. I've sprinted through. There's like a section of trees. I have looked past me or looked behind me, sorry, and I haven't seen the 2 guys that were trying to chase after me. So I've stopped for a little second, gone, wow, that actually did happen. And my legs are shaking, man. Like the adrenaline has pumped all the way through my body. My legs are shaking and I'm like, okay, just breathe, Jay, just breathe. That almost happened. You almost got beaten up by these 2 guys. And who knows if they had gotten me, the other guys probably would have seen and come after me as well. I don't know what could have happened, but it was like one of those moments where it's a fight, flight, or freeze moment. And I flew, man. Like no way in hell was I going to stop. And I figured out not long after this all took place because I ended up telling any of the other female runners that were going in that direction to turn back around and go in the other direction instead, just to keep themselves safe. And by the way, that run is probably my best run I've ever had in a long time. I was pumped up, full of adrenaline, but your nervous system the day after or even just a couple of days after. And even yesterday when I went, I could tell, like, man, my system was absolutely wrecked. The body remembers that kind of trauma. Anyway, I ended up finding out from one of my female friends that she started running at 4 in the morning. So I get there at 4:50 in the morning. She was already on a run. She had seen them on Ocean Street and they were attempting to rob a convenience store. And she's gone, I was thinking about calling the police. And I was like, why didn't you? The police are literally around the corner. If you had called the police, they could have dealt with these guys and that would have been that. So I probably wouldn't have been attacked and I wouldn't have had to have dealt with it. But anyway, it is what it is at the end of the day. I managed to escape, praise Jesus. And I went to Run Club and everyone was going, don't they know who they tried messing with? Like, Jay, he's fast. Like, you're up against Speedy Gonzalez. And literally, it was like that. Alipa, alipa, andale, andale. That's how I was feeling in that moment. But everyone was just making a joke about me and them trying to mess with me. So I'm too fast, and thank God that I'm too fast, because me trying to stop and fight, probably I would have done my best, but I don't think I would have walked out of there faring very well. Let's just say that. So that ended up happening. And then I believe not long after that, I think a couple of days after, I'm heading towards my house. And on one of the roads, I see the car. I believe that it was the same car. It looked like it was stolen, probably was stolen. These guys probably came up from Brisbane, Caboolture, who knows where. They didn't seem like they were from where I'm from. They seemed like they were from Brisbane. So it was just one of those moments, my friends, that I guess you've got to be careful nowadays, especially with the mass level of immigration that's going on, mass level of crime. And the government will love to say, oh, crime's going down, carjackings are going down, everything's going down. And I say, bull. No way is it going down. Like, especially if you're in a very quiet, peaceful area, it's no, crime is not going down. You can't tell me that crime is going down when you are actually starting to face it for yourself. Nah, don't do that to me. Now, anyway, that all happened. It didn't stop me from wanting to run. I don't think anything will stop me from wanting to run, to be honest. It is just who I am. But I wanted to tell you that story because I think it is important to say be safe out there. And it almost happened to me. So it almost happened to me, and I never thought that it would ever happen to me. It can probably happen to you too. So just be careful out there and watch yourself, my friends. And I'm okay. So for those of you that are wondering, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.